Welcome everyone to this episode of Jeep Jabberings. I told you I was going to have a special guest today, and here she is, T-Town Mary Ellen. We met in the chat room on Resort TV 1. How long has it been now?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. It's really neat how even just meeting in chat rooms that you really kind of get to know a person. And we met up and did a live stream for the first time. Where did we go that first one? Was it the zoo?
Yes. Yeah, we went to the zoo on Groundhog Day.
And just kind of hit it off. And so we've been trying to do once a month live streams, but the Oklahoma weather has kept us from doing that. So, as you know, my Jeep Jabbering episodes are mainly just in the Jeep, traveling and jabbering about whatever, anything. And today, we are actually on our way to do another live stream at Harbor Village, but while we're on this path, it's like we still got 30 miles to go. I thought that we would get in a Jeep Jabbering with T-Town. So, I'm going to ask this question, Mary Ellen. How long have you lived in Oklahoma? Was you born and raised in Oklahoma?
I was born and raised in Oklahoma.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say how old I am, but that long.
I was born and raised in Oklahoma too. I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma at a hospital that's no longer there. It's Doctor's Hospital.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I was born at St. John.
Okay. Then St. John's became our major hospital for the family. So, let's talk about Disney, because that's kind of the subject of popularity. And when was the first time that you ever entered a Disney park?
You know, I'm horrible with years, but the first time I entered a Disney park, my husband won a trip. He sold insurance, and he had sold so many that whoever it was, gave him a free trip to Disney World. And my kids, my older kids, were probably in 3rd and 5th grade or something, 2nd and 4th. And we went and we stayed in Kissimmee. Is it Kissimmee? Mm-hmm. So we didn't even stay on the property then. But we went to the parks, and I was hooked. I had to stay on the property after that, and we have gone, and now my kids, even though they're all grown, all enjoy it just as well. And in December, my grandkids for the first time will be going. So wow. It's exciting, and I hope I get to go too, so I can see their face as they're going through the parks. It gets into your blood, and then you want to always go, right?
Yes. I think that first time, especially when you have your kids and grandkids, the first time you make that turn and you see the castle, mm-hmm. It just, I don't know, I get goosebumps just thinking about it. Mm-hmm. So, are you like me? Did you find that, you know, I have stayed on property and I have stayed off property. Do you find that staying off property tends to take a little bit of the magic? I think there's something about being totally immersed in Disney. Staying on property just really draws you into that Disney atmosphere, where when you have to go and leave the park, you get in your car, you drive to a hotel, or you drive to the condo, it just kind of breaks it up.
Yes, I agree. That's why after that first time at Kissimmee, we never stayed off property after that, because we stayed on property to see what it was like the next time. And I think we stayed at the Polynesian, and I was like, okay, we're not doing off property ever again. Because you've got all the transportation right there at your hotel, and you could get into the parks a lot quicker, and B, it keeps the magic even when you're not in the parks, in your hotel room and the property, from morning till bedtime. And so you never leave the magic. You're immersed in it the whole time, and that's what I'm there for. I want to be in a place where I can get away and be in a different world and enjoy life and enjoy the magic.
Yeah, that's I enjoy. Even after a long day at the park, you come back to your resort and just walking through the resort grounds. It's just so peaceful and so magical. And
it is.
And it's just the cap off to a great day.
Even though there's a million trillion people there, you don't feel like it. Even back at the resort, it's like you don't feel like you're crowded or you know, overrun by people. Even though the parks are so crowded, you get back to your hotel and it just seems relaxing and peaceful. I don't know. It's magical.
And I know as a travel agent, I've experienced this where people say, well, I want to save money and I want to stay off-site. Just get me Disney tickets and let's forget the resort. But I have found that staying off-site is not always cheaper.
Yeah.
Because Disney really, when you buy a resort package, they're giving you a better deal on your tickets. And so there have been numerous clients that when they say, I want to stay off-site, okay, I will price them off-site, but then I'll show them, this is what you can do by staying at Disney and what it's going to cost.
Oh, that's
it's like,
good.
You know, it's like $100 difference. Who would want to stay off-site if there's just $100 difference? I mean, the magic is just, and with the $100 difference, you got parking fees at the parks and the transportation of trying to get over there.
Right.
It just makes sense to stay on site.
Right.
And
you have a free shuttle from the airport, so you don't have to rent a car. I mean, you're saving right there. So, and then once you get into the property, you've got free transportation all around the parks. So, yeah, I don't understand that. Have they ever never been to it on site in a Disney resort? Because once you're there, I mean, once you've done it, you don't want to go back to anything else.
Yeah, we stayed at a condo once, and it was a nice condo, but even my kids afterwards, they said, when they were teenage girls at this time, they said, you know, just going to the condo, it lost its magic. It wasn't as fun of a trip as when you're there immersed in Disney.
Exactly.
And I know that as soon as I get off the plane, strap on my magic band and catch the Magical Express to the resort, I feel like even stepping on that bus, I'm Disney. I am now Disney-fied. It's the Disney life till we get back on the Tragical Express to go back to the airport. Agreed.
And it's the smells. It's the smells of the hotel that corresponds with the smells in the parks, and it just, you know, maybe there's some magic going on there that keep you immersed because you can relate through the sights and sounds and smells. It's genius, but it works.
Don't care if you're in a luxury resort at Disney or if you're in a value resort. You just sleep well at Disney. There's just something, I don't know if they're putting little magic dust through the vents at night and makes you sleep, but it's true. It's just peaceful. It's just wonderful.
It's true. I could be away on a trip and stay at a hotel and not sleep very well at all, but there is something about going to a Disney hotel, and I've always slept well, always. And maybe it's because you're exhausted by the end of the day.
That's true too. Yeah, I've made recommendations to clients that, you know, they're going to stay maybe an hour or so away, and you know, I really don't recommend that, because once you're had a full day at the park, you're hot and tired, your kids are hot and tired. It's just nice to be able to go immediately back to your motel room, take a shower, and just lay down, cool off, go to sleep. You know, I just don't recommend being very far away if you're going to stay off-site from the parks.
I agree. And where else can you go where you can get a wake-up call from Mickey Mouse?
You know, I've never done that.
We did when the kids were young, but I haven't done that in a long time.
I ought to set one up for my husband this time.
Oh, you should. It really is cute. I mean, it makes you smile as soon as you wake up.
Have you ever done the Disney room magic where you can have gifts sent to the room waiting?
On my son's birthday, my son's 21st birthday. But he still enjoyed it just like he would have if he were 5.
Yes.
So, and he did. And I made him take pictures. I did it a Pirates of the Caribbean theme. And so I got him the hat and everything. And I took pictures and posted it on Facebook. He really appreciated that. Thanks, Mom.
One thing that I did for my daughter on her senior graduation is that I had, let's see, what was it that I had? Oh, a little Minnie Mouse graduate in her cap and gown, and a balloon delivered to the room, waiting for her after we got back from the parks one day. It's just those little special touches.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, a lot of people don't get the celebration pins when they go into the park.
See, I don't even know where you go to get them.
I would never get a celebration.
No, I would love to do that. Where do you get them?
You've got to get a celebration pin. They used to be at the hotel lobby, but now I think they're mainly in the gift shops at the parks. But if you'll go in, like for like last year, my husband and I, it was our 28th year anniversary. We went in, got the pin. They wrote celebrating 28 years, or ears on it actually. But then when you're at different locations, people are wishing you happy anniversary, or they've even given us little desserts for free because it was our anniversary.
Oh, so, that's nice.
So those pins, the cast members are trained to notice the pin and be able to give you a little extra magic.
Oh. So okay, I'll have to check it out.
You should get your kids, your grandkids, my first trip or something.
Yeah.
Do something like that.
That'd be fun.
T-Town Mary Ellen has a YouTube page. Be sure that you go and subscribe to it because she has a very special stream tomorrow, live stream, that I'm going to let her tell you about it.
Okay, so tomorrow, Mike and Jen from Our Theme Life and I are going to interview Charlie O'Brien. He's a former Major League Baseball player. Charlie and I go way back to first grade. So he was in the major leagues. Well, he retired from the major leagues, so he was in there, played for multiple teams. He was on the Braves World Series team. He also invented the current catcher's masks that they have today, the hockey style masks. He has the patent on that, and he has a book. So we have a lot to talk about, and Mike and Jen, being from Georgia, are huge Braves fans, so I asked them to join in because I think he would have some cool questions to ask Charles that are more intimate on the baseball side than I know. I know the personal side of Charles because I call him Charles because, like I said, I've known him since he was a wee lad, and so I know that side of him, but Mike and Jen will know the baseball side of it, and so it'll be fun.
Sounds like it's going to be a cool stream. Be sure to check it out tomorrow. What time is it?
It will be 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay. And you can find it on the liveplace.com?
Yep, it's posted on the liveplace.com, which everyone should check out because it's got all the live streamers, family-friendly channels on there.
And be sure to catch our replay if you can't join us for our live stream. I know this will be out after our live stream, but be sure to go to our live stream and check out us being at Harbor Village, which we're going to be there really soon.
Yay! For
that live stream. So we're going to cut this cheap jabbering off. Remember, you have but one life to live, so go out and capture your moments. And
remember, if you have the choice, choose kindness.